And happy Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thursday. It is August 27th, 2020, and we are back for another episode of Quarters Without Borders. Good morning, Fuad. Hope you're having a great day today. I know here in Central Ohio, we are just cresting from the morning, starting to get into the afternoon. It's been a good day. Yeah, it has been a good day. It's a little tiring so far today. I think my early waking up and the incredibly jam-packed schedule yesterday contributed to just feeling a little slow moving today. But we're getting things done, which is always exciting. I hope y'all are having just as productive of a day as we hit the back half of the week, going toward the weekend ahead. If this is your first time joining the channel, welcome to Quarters Without Borders, where we are playing today for better tomorrow. What does that mean for you? Well, we are playing our way right now through the Ghost of Tsushima. And we're doing so on the hardest available difficulty, which happens to be lethal difficulty with the expert level HUD enabled. And every time we die, fail, or retry, we are donating an additional 25 cents, an additional quarter, to a charity. So far, as you can see, we have our trackers in the bottom left. We have raised a grand total of $35.25, which is really, really exciting. The tracker on top of that, quarters donated, tracks the donations for today. And as we haven't begun yet, obviously we haven't raised any quarters. So that's kind of the shtick of the channel. Without further ado, let's dive into it, because as promised, we have some big goals to tackle today. We need to finish Yuna's quest with her brother. So that's going to be our big goal, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, once we get through that, it will open up the path to Castle Kaneda. Mr. Magana, welcome to the channel. I expect nothing less. And that is certainly something worth thinking about. Jam-packed. So, really quick, before I dive into this kind of little narrative line here, we're gonna go up and check out the Aioi village and Kenji's quest. That'll be kind of our thing as we head up north. So, one thing I would kind of put out there with that phrase "jam-packed" is jam-packed referring to jam as in like the preserves, or is it referring to like the verb like jam? Like you're jamming stuff into something. I honestly don't know. And I guess I've never really thought of jam-packed as in reference to like the food jam. I've always thought of it as like jammed as in like you're shoving stuff in. Like if you have a suitcase that's too small for all the things you're putting in there, like you're really cramming them in, so to speak. Look at the glossy shine on this kelp seaweed. That's cool. I wonder if anyone's ever used the phrase cram-packed. Because I feel like it would basically give the same message. And they are drying the seaweed. Well, we skirted by the village really quickly on our way out to the coast. So let's take a second, just kind of once over for some supplies. I know this is clearly where Kenji is hiding out at. So, well, I'm sure we'll encounter him here shortly. And Mr. Magana, I don't know if you've maybe the day off today, or maybe you're tuning in from work. Either way, thank you for jumping onto the channel. I know this was probably like, what, a month ago now? You loaned me the movie Contagion, and I finally watched it. This movie from like a decade ago. I watched it,
So there's no safe on the island. No place to go.
Oh, shoot. Monday night. And I liked it. So I do have to get you your movie back. It was rather interesting, especially being like a decade before, like roughly a decade. I'm pretty sure it came out in 2009, 2010. I don't remember. It's an older film though. But just the way they went through and kind of like, I mean, clearly it's rather timely of a film right now with the pandemic happening. And it was just really interesting how well they did portraying a lot of the stuff, especially in the early rounds of coronavirus. It paralleled reality very closely. And then, of course, because it's a movie, it took things to quite an extreme, way beyond what we're even at today with coronavirus. So that's obviously just speculative stuff, but I enjoyed the film. It was really interesting. X1N, good morning, sir. Yo, yo, yo. Hope you're having a good Thursday. So yes, I need to get you your movie back. And I need to see some of Sub's calligraphy work.
I hope you save your uncle soon, my lord. We need you both.
Alright, don't worry, lady. I know your house is pretty destroyed, but I'm here to help.
Ah, my lord.
Lawrence Fishburne's character. Lawrence Fishburne's character. Day off before the exam. Are you, like, studying today? Like, cramming? Or are you just kind of, like, letting your mind rest? Oh my gosh, I forgot about the painting, my friend. Dang. Yes, we do need to seal that. Tackle your boards first, and then we'll have to see about squeezing something in. Maybe we can get it in later this weekend.
They want to conquer the heavens and make the earth tremble.
Unless you have plans just to go into a coma after your boards are done. And then maybe we'll find a time next week. This is kind of a neat configuration of a building. Well, with how hard you work, sir, you don't need it, but best of luck. This is actually a really neat building. It's kind of like a little ventilation area. Speaking the truth, X1N, speaking the truth. There's no better thing in life than doing that. I don't know how you didn't take the weekend off, my friend. You have a 10-hour test.
My lord.
And you're going to turn around and work after that. You need some chill time, man. You need some chill time. Appreciate the little things. Go pick up Ghost of Tsushima for your PlayStation. Although I think Avengers is coming out pretty soon. Wasn't the release date like September 10th or September 9th? I'm pretty sure it's like within the first 2 weeks of September, which is right around the corner. Alright, well this village is a little larger than I had anticipated. What else do we got? I did not. So I'm gonna before we completely dive into that as a conversation, I'm gonna go ahead and give a little backstory for folks that may not be aware. But rather recently, I don't know if it was even as recent as yesterday, Sony opened up pre-orders for the PlayStation 5. Now, what's rather interesting about that is there's still like next to no information on the PlayStation 5. There's not even a price. Like, I know you can pre-order because there's going to be two versions of the console. There's going to be the standard version of the console, and then there'll be the basically the digital version, which means it'll be the PlayStation 5 minus a disc drive, so you'll only be able to play downloaded content. But there are no prices listed, there is no release date listed, and that's really about all we know. That is a good question. So, my heart says to get the physical, the standard system, the one that has a disc drive. I'm still kind of old school. I'm a big fan of physical media, which I know doesn't keep forever, but I still prefer to have a disc for my things. But I know the way of the future. Like another 10 years, another 15 years, it's all going to be discless. It's all going to be digital media. And my Steam list, my Steam backlog is proof that digital games have some appeal. So I know the Xbox is doing kind of something similar. They're also doing a standard console that includes a disc drive and then a discless version. And I'm pretty sure the discless versions of both systems are supposed to be a little cheaper. Fair point. And I feel like nowadays most backwards compatibility is software enabled and not hardware enabled. So it may be a moot point. One thing they did announce too alongside that is if you're looking at basically games coming out, this kind of gap between as we're transitioning to the new consoles, games are going up. Most of them are going up to $70 a title on the new systems rather than $60. X1N. See, now that's the wise decision, my friend. And honestly, there aren't really a lot of launch titles coming out, so I feel like if you do wait, the price for the console will probably come down slightly. You can probably get it on sale, and there'll be more games to play, because, I mean, as of right now, there's really nothing that I'm completely jonesing for that's coming out at launch. They delayed Halo Infinite. If Halo Infinite was coming out at launch, that'd be a different story, especially for the Xbox. But they pushed it back to next year. And on that front, they actually just brought in Joseph Staten, I think is his last name, Staten, like, to help correct the course. So I don't know if there's a lot of bad feedback they got based upon the stuff they've released so far, but the fact that they're bringing in like a high-level Halo veteran onto the project so late in the game isn't necessarily promising. How far that's going to push back the game's release timeline, I have no idea. But Joseph Staten, I apologize if I don't really know how to pronounce his last name. He worked on the original trilogy. Like, he's a Halo veteran. He did a lot of the writing for it. Hopefully not delayed infinitely. They're saying 2021. The thing is, they haven't said when. They haven't said early 2021. And if they're bringing on like a high-level executive at this late in the game, I have a feeling it's not going to be till middle of the year next year at the earliest. Because it seems like they're going to be doing some reworking. Which, if in the end it comes out with a better quality product, I'm all for. Just, in my opinion, that's really going to hurt Microsoft's Xbox sales. Wow, look at that sun setting through that window. That's awesome. It's going to hurt their next-gen sales at launch, which might give Sony the edge in the beginning. And as much as I'm a big PlayStation fan, there's not really anything coming out for PlayStation at launch that I'm really jonesing to play either. I'm tempted, though. I am tempted, kind of get back to the topic of which console to go with. I'm tempted to get a discless console. I don't know which one, Xbox or PlayStation, who knows. Just to I don't know, be hip with the kids nowadays, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to be that old guy that, like, yells at the clouds, like, oh, darn kids and their, like, I don't know, lack of physical media. Like, I don't want to be that. So I feel like even though I'm not 100% on board, I should give one of those councils a chance and just, you know, let it surprise me. Because I'm sure I'll be happy with it afterwards. Oh, if Nintendo Switches ever come back in stock, I would love to pick one up. Look at that sunset. Nice little hazy background there. Let's put our focus out so the foreground's a little out of focus. Yeah. Man, just... And I'm still waiting on Bayonetta 3. I mean, I know they haven't really had any peep or word about Bayonetta 3 yet. But that's what I'm really still waiting on, is Bayonetta 3. Ooh, I haven't heard that. I haven't really followed much Nintendo news, to be honest. But I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they just came out with the Lite, right? And it's the Switch Lite, I think is what it's called. Where is Kenji at? Let's tackle his quest while we're down here. I feel like we've pretty thoroughly explored this little area, and there hasn't been anybody specifically to give us any quests, but we have found a fair amount of supplies. So yeah, with the Switch Lite, I can totally see, especially with the new consoles coming out, just like a refresh.
Have a safe evening.
Okay, my question is, with how much I explored the town, how did I miss Kenji?
Lord Sakai!
Ah.
Evening, my lord.
Kenji, what are you doing here?
Something has gone very
Yeah,
wrong, my lord.
I know.
What did you do?
Nothing! The Mongols have taken all our food.
Again?
Rice, millet, fish, anything they can lay hands on. We're starving.
You say we. This isn't your farm.
I have been thinking about what you said, and I'm trying to help the farmers here.
Where the Mongols camped.
Who knows? They show up every few days and pick up the food and cart it away.
I could ambush them.
It's not that simple. They've taken hostages. If we don't produce the food, it's...
There must be a way to find them.
There is. You won't like it.
This
I will
dude is
decide
so
that for
charismatic.
myself.
Servant of the people. How genuine Kenji is, I don't really know. But, hey, we're still doing good, right?
Come, I'll show you. They make us bundle the food and put it on the beach.
All of it from this farm?
The farm, scavenging abandoned homes, fishing and hunting, just to fill the bellies of the enemy.
Nice.
You could have run.
I've made my share of mistakes, but I am trying to change.
Now that sounded genuine. Ah, no sweat, my friend. Yeah, I would not want to spoil anything for you either. Hey, it was my pleasure, brother. Thanks for checking it out today. Where are we going, Kenji?
Food and drink for the Mongols. but the sake barrel is empty.
Your plan is to anger the Mongols more?
Not exactly. The barrel is very roomy.
Oh man.
It could hold a heavily armed heroic
I
samurai.
know what would fit better. A flabby, flexible sake merchant.
The Mongols will take the barrel to the heart of their camp. Who could do more good there? Me or you?
If by good you
I don't know
mean
why I keep letting
murdering
hide me
everybody.
inside things.
Because it works.
get in the barrel. You know, I was talking about how this... Actually, no, I'm mixing up games here. The Last of Us, I kept mentioning in The Last of Us how it felt like we were playing some Metal Gear Solid. And, you know, all we need is a cardboard box instead of a barrel, and be right up that alley.
It smells like your breath in here, Kenji.
Well, that barrel didn't empty itself. Get ready, my lord. Here they come.
Lady Dragana, good morning. Hope you're having a great Thursday.
Yes, yes, all yours. Take.
Vaster Morigov.
No. That's Miko. Miko is my horse. Mine.
Nadamatat. Morbignik Bolso.
Ow! You can't do this! Miko! No!
Yeah, Mr. Magana. Those are things that need to get done. Thank you for calling me out on it, though. I know a few people have been pointing that out. I just gotta make the time. Gotta sit down and knock that stuff out. Wow. Okay, we are. They have slaves, so it's not just Mongols everywhere. And they've given me bows and arrows. But this seems very... Oh, great. That didn't work. I'm aware, game. I am aware. Oh my gosh, we're drowning. Get back up. Get back up. Wow. So even though I could have spent the resolve to come back up to life, that was really interesting. Because I was underwater with my head, he just drowned immediately. I was hoping no one would notice. Because they do notice, they come over here. I was just kind of hoping that I could assassinate these two by the water before anybody else came. He just keeps on working. He's like, I don't see anything. Okay, we got that guard down there. See, they're going down now. I need to get an assassination off. That was super cool. Bring it, fools. Bring it. Come on, get out of the water, man. Oh, I can hide underwater? That's cool. Who we got? Done. Okay, so there is like a hide underwater. Press R3. Huh, that's a new little thing. It was just rather interesting that I could drown because I was knocked unconscious and I landed under the water. It wouldn't even let me kind of resolve and get up. Like, that was a nice little touch. I'm not even bummed about it. Well, that wasn't as many as I thought there was going to be. Can I save his horse that they clearly stole? What do I do?
I can't believe it. We are saved.
Take this food back to your farm. Give Kenji the good news.
Kenji? Why would I give him anything but a punch in the mouth?
What do you mean?
He's the idiot who got us into this mess.
Oh no.
He tried to cut a deal with the Mongols.
Oh, Lord Sakai! That was amazing.
Kenji, you sake-swilling piece of monkey dung!
I'll handle this. Explain yourself.
I might have sold the Mongols food, but given them straw and wood chips instead.
Oh my
Make a
gosh.
profit?
To save the farmers' food.
You didn't think the Mongols would notice?
Not so quickly. All of a sudden, it was punishment, hostages. Give us food or we kill you.
I was wrong to encourage you to make yourself useful.
What? No, you weren't wrong, Lord Takai. I can do good. I just need practice.
Try not to practice when people's lives are at stake.
This guy's
Yes, my
hilarious. Alright, not bad. Charm of Well-Being 1. Nope, I'm okay without it.
You're damn lucky that samurai spared you, Kenji.
I'm sorry, Taro. I was trying to help.
You want to help? Choke on a rice ball.
I can tell you don't want to talk about this right now. Goodbye, Taro.
Set yourself on fire and mate with a Mongol bomb.
He can feel the love. He can really feel the love. Alright, well, you folks have been saved. A little Mongol camp is cleared up. And that seems to be all of... There was technically 3 tales for Kenji, but apparently that is it for now. So let's go find out what that question mark is on the south of the island. And I think we'll be in a good position to head for the main quest for the day. Man, this really brought us pretty far north. Like, the town's way down here, and they took the food all the way up there. So while we're doing kind of this little traveling here, going to be moving across the land.
Stand and fight!
Well, food momentum.
Tata өргөдөр чам шиг гурвыг алсан!
What did I do?
What's your samurai sauce?
Help me!
That's how we do it.
You'll be free soon.
They almost killed me, my lord. Thank you.
You're free. Find a safe place to hide.
There isn't one. The Mongols caught many of us at the crossroads nearby. They control the whole area.
Not for much longer. I'll see to it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I already cleared it out. You're talking about that crossroads over there? Oh, nope. A new crossroads. The Fallen Outpost. Okay.
Someday we'll go for a peaceful ride.
I haven't heard that line before. Someday we'll go for a peaceful ride. Okay, yes, so just to recap, as I've been mentioning this stuff throughout the week, of course, on the stream. But as today is the last stream for the week, we won't be back until Monday. I want to make one final announcement about it. Just the 2 updates. Update number 1, if you want to kind of be part of the community and the challenges that I'll be kind of putting out, make sure you tune into the Twitter channel or the Twitter feed, Quarters Without Borders. Have I been here before? This might have been the Storytellers Camp. Because starting next week, I'm going to be putting out weekly challenges, and I'll be posting them on my Twitter feed, and that's kind of where you'll, the responses or the submissions will go as well. And I'm hoping to do like kind of prizes and giveaways and just, fun little things like that. A way to help start growing the community even before, say, I get official support from Twitch. So once again, starting Monday, if you're interested in participating in the challenges, the weekly challenges, the first one is coming out this coming Monday. All you gotta do is just follow the Twitter channel, Quarters Without Borders. Second update is I am working on new short-form content for the YouTube archives. So if anybody misses a video or you just kind of want to go back and reference stuff, the long-form content is still on the YouTube channel, Quarters Without Borders, as the archives. But there is a new playlist that I've created, known as Highlights. And basically I'm condensing every play into like short 15-minute videos that are just kind of like a highlight reel. You get to get kind of the big story beats, see some of the action, hear some of the conversations that we're having. And I think it's just kind of maybe an easier or faster way to get kind of caught up to speed.
What's that?
Sorry, Mr. Bandits. So definitely check out that. I'd be interested in the feedback too. So far, the short-form content has proved popular. I think it's just kind of more digestible for, I guess, an audience on YouTube, or if you're trying to catch up to speed. So, as always, I'm just trying to grow the channel, trying to create new things, keep it engaging. So let me know if y'all have ideas or anything you would like to see, because I would love to try to make it happen.
Let's go, Sona.
Ooh, what do we got here? Got him. Oh, I missed. Dang, really? Oh, come on. About time. Dang, that took way too many arrows. Poor guy. And just kind of I don't know, something I found slightly amusing. So the first highlight video I put out, that one highlight video received more views than like the 40 other long play videos combined. So clearly, at least just a little bit of response this week has shown that, yeah, it's pretty popular. But of course, let me know what you folks would like to see, what you folks are thinking. How did I miss this hot spring back here? Seaside hot spring. It's like a nice place to relax. Relax for the evening, and then I think it'll be time to head north. Alright, what are we going to reflect on? Ryuzo or Sensei Ishikawa? Ryuzo, we just helped him.
We used to get into so much trouble. Stealing sake. Dressing up like maidens. Trying to sail for Iki Island. My uncle always said, stay away from the demon child Ryuzo.
The demon child. All right, refreshed.
Boss!
Ready to go. We have a night ride ahead of us. Let's make for the north. Couldn't do any better than the last time. How did that miss? Oh, come on. Clearly, I used all my aim in yesterday's battle. If you caught the final quest of yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. I nailed like 5, 6 headshots in a row. It was intense. From a fair distance. Now I can't even shoot a pig. Right, I'm running low on arrows. I need to head that way. I'm clearly on the wrong road to do so. Let's cut cross country. Moonlight playing through the... They killed a bear. Oh, you're done, buddy. Oh, we got more up there. Look at the moon on the pampas grass. Man, this game will never cease to impress me visually. This is a game I could see myself playing long after we finished it. Alright, let's get some assassinations in.
Ямар ч удмаар одоо.
Back into the... Ouch! Can't see me. He might know where I'm at. Maybe not. Surprise! Alright, let us keep riding. Another camp. This one we might need to stand off to get them.
Show me your skill.
I probably won't be able to get too close to them. They got quite a few dudes on this one, though. Can I get the big guy? Probably not. He'll be my first opponent. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Moon stance. Two archers, huh? Like a Jedi. Probably one of the most impressive things is his ability to block point-blank arrow shots. Where you going? Slowly clearing the land. Their way across? Yes. Bear, we're gonna let you live. I don't really need more hide right now.
Who will face me first?
Do need more arrows, though. Alright, this group doesn't seem too bad. Ooh, you almost got me. Almost got me on that one, buddy. A shield guy and then a pipe guy. Go for the shield guy first. This moon is a brute. One more. That's how you finish a fight. Spin around, stab them backwards.
Help me!
I'm getting my arrows back. And the sun is rising. Look at that, folks.
You're going to be all right.
What a relief. Thank you, Lord Sakai.
Be careful up there.
I'd be honored if you had this.
Continue our ride north. I think there's a little trail here, possibly. Oh gosh. Just get out, get out. Ooh, assassinated. That was brutal. Who else? Or did the archer run? I'm almost positive there was an archer here. I think someone took off running after I just massacred their camp. There's quite a few little bandity groups.
That's my son.
Just trying to cut cross country here. Okay, this is promising. I think this is the shrine up here to my left. There's a flower over the hill I want to grab. Ooh, we have a big fight going on. Bandits versus Mongols, it looks like. That's alright. Got it in the end. Man. See, now this is going really well. Which only means it's going to get worse. I feel like this game, I fluctuate from day to day. Like one day I'll just be rocking it on fire, and then the next day it'll be horrible. Alright, if we follow this road up, hook a left, and then hook a right, it should take us to whatever that is. Hook a left.
Some kind of noise.
Wow, okay. You're a little faster than me, huh? Got a technique point, and I'm working my way through the stances. A lot of the combos are the same. They just change depending what stance you're in. Oh. Sorry, sir, I almost left you to suffer. Okay, so the shrine is up here. I think this is the shrine that I couldn't actually get to. Yeah. So I'm missing... I don't know. I'm missing some sort of special piece of equipment to actually be able to accomplish that shrine. Man, look at that sunrise. Let us see, what is around this bend?
Who will fight?
More? I think it's just 3 of them this time, though. You would think after a while they would realize who I was, and they would just try to avoid me. I don't seem like the kind of fellow you'd want to cross swords with. Ah, we have a fox den. Alright, Mr. Fox, lead on. Where are we going? I think this might be the last one I need, too, to unlock the next charm slot. That light pouring through the rocks, that's nice. Ooh. Nice, look at this little hidden grove with the sun rising too. Oh yeah, we are getting... This calls for something special. We have the sun rising. We have the fox buddy. This is a screenshot. This is worthy of a screenshot. Wow, his eyes are a little, a little wonky. Just a little wonky. I need to pull out. Pop a very less strong than that. Interesting how... Let's focus in nice and close here. There we go. Alright. Just knock the shrine out. Yep. Unlocked a new charm slot. Oh, I never noticed that before, but Jin kind of waves the fox away. He's just like... Okay. Well, I wonder what the rest of the fox shrines will do now, because I've unlocked all of the charm slots. Alright. Let's actually use the Charm of Shadows. That's actually something that I've been doing a lot with. And we got a trophy. Equip a charm in all 6 slots. Wait, just waving him away. See, I think it only works though because I pet the fox beforehand. So in this particular scenario, I would have to pet Link, which means I'd have to let him charge at me before I could wave him away. Alright, Fallen Outpost is our next location. I said we were going to get to this main quest today, and I mean it. We've done quite a bit of work. We have one more little thing to go through. And then that storyline quest is waiting for us.
Throw your blades!
I think we're going to get it pulled off today. And number 3. This is actually kind of a large bandit group. Okay, we are not that far from the outpost. Ooh, they have a little box of supplies they left here. Could always use more supplies.
Couldn't do this without you, boy.
Is it up the hill? No, you probably want to go left. Left and then right. I mean, this seems to be taking me to the actual shrine itself. Which I'm pretty sure this is the one that I couldn't get to. Some hanging people. Yeah, you lack an item necessary to complete this shrine climb. Well, how do I... Can I go around?
Let's go, Sora!
This path might go around. Back in Komatsu. Oh yeah. Alright, folks, here we go. That archer, I think, has a helmet on. Alright, fallen outpost, Mongol territory. Defeat the Mongols, kill an enemy with a sticky bomb. That's no problem. Can I make the jump? Whoa. Oh my gosh, there's bandits fighting. That's awesome. I don't know if that was intentional, but like bandits just attacked this camp at the same time I'm breaking in the back. It's a nice little distraction. Well, I think they cleared them out pretty easily. There was quite a few Mongols. Oh, that poor guy. Did that not count as a kill? Hopefully that one did. Heavenly strike. The music says there are more. Wow, they like had like a siege here. A battering ram. Talk about timing. Well, he ended up dying anyways. Alright. We know the drill. Quick little loot game. Hear what sounds to be a golden bird. Who is stuck inside of a tent. There he goes. Where are you going, buddy? Oh my gosh. Where are you taking me? Oh, there's a question mark down there. Exile's Bluff. Hope you're not taking me all the way to that bluff. Oh gosh, that might be a little high. I don't think there's any tucking and rolling on that one. Are you really taking me all the way out to that thing? I have no idea where you're taking me, actually. I don't think you... Are you really... You took me here? To the shrine? The shrine that I already know I can't do?
Heal!
I think we'd cleared the fort out. I don't think there was anything left.
Quickly, Sora!
Take from the fort. Alright, who am I triggering here? I wouldn't think it'd be populated again already. Like I literally just left. Oh yeah, I've been through most of this. Okay. Ooh, there's a treasure chest. Good thing we came back. Okay, that puts us in a really good position. Clear a nice big chunk of smoke here. Another mystery down there, but for the sake of time in our mission quest today, we're heading north. Morning, Flanagan. Maybe you can do it now. Didn't I get a mythic thing? What are you referring to? I'm sorry, I missed it when you put that comment in the first thing. There is a mythic quest up here. Oh, no. I got a strike, though. Was the mythic thing I got. For the shrine, I still can't do the shrine. I need a piece of equipment. So I got a mythic, like, technique, but that's not enough to trigger the thing. There is a mythic tail up here in the corner for a longbow and explosive arrows. Oh, that's who I'm triggering. I'm like, who am I triggering? Okay. Done playing around. Done playing around with you fools.
Someone, please!
Whoa. Don't chop the lady.
Hold still.
You just...
Life is yours.
No, the
You're
game...
safe now.
Take this.
The game objectively has
It's
told me
all
I
I
need a
have.
thing to do this. I mean, I suppose I could try to glitch it and, like, try to make it through. See if there's a way of, like, just breaking the systems. Alright, we are so close to whatever this thing is.
My lord, it's
Monk.
awful.
But bunch of dead people. Dang.
So many dead. But there's no blood. What happened?
A plague, my lord. Dead bodies were dumped in the well, and these people unknowingly drank from it.
Oh, dang.
A terrible way to die. We should bury the dead.
Burning them is the only way to keep the plague from spreading. But I fear that may not be enough. One of the sick is missing.
I'll find him.
There are footsteps leading away from here. I believe he ran for help.
If he's alive, I'll get him to a healer. Otherwise, I'll burn the body.
Man. Like, do I have to...
Huh.
Oh, I never saw Sahara. I never saw that movie. There was a lot of big publicity and tie-in with the Jeep. Like the Jeep Sahara. That's really all I remember, and it was in the desert. Well, we got a little quest, and of course I'm gonna have to end up probably killing some innocent poor person. There's a fox den over there.
Good boy.
Okay. I mean, I've heard good things about it. I've just never got around to seeing it. I will put it on the to-do list. Alright, where are we going, buddy? Man, the camera pulls back, and you get that fantastic vista. Foggy, but still fantastic. See a gap in the rocks. Is that where we're headed? Yes, it is. Well, let's see what this happens now. Oh, Inari's shrines needed to earn Charm of Inari's Might. That's cool. So there's some new thing I'm getting. Whatever Inari's Might is. And my fox buddy is gone. Come on, Sora. We have a sick person to track down. I mean, we have to go to the town of Komatsu Forge anyways, so I guess this is going to work out. It's taking us where we have to go. Don't know if there's an easy way down. Yes, yes there is.
Come and fight!
Alright, get the Komatsu Forge, do this sick person quest, hit the main quest for Yuna and her brother. And then I think we will accomplish all of that. We got about 20 minutes to do so, so. Ooh, face kick. That's how you push somebody away after you've chopped a blade through them. You kick them in the face. Whoop. Which way is the wind blowing? Another golden bird. Like, what are you gonna... Oh, I guess there's smoke up ahead. Like, we don't know what's in there. I'm like, I've pretty much explored all this. Where's the golden bird gonna take me? The town of Komatsu Forge. Look down upon it. It's actually a pretty large town. Wow. This does not seem to be going down. We might be able to climb the rocks. I mean, there's a flower down there. The top of the aqueduct. So let's make a mental note. Top of the aqueduct. It's a flower. There is a way down. The back entrance into the town. The road less traveled, so to speak.
Komatsu, Yuna and Taka should be there.
Wait, hang on. I'm supposed to be doing... Wait, what about the sick person thing? Now, yellow flowers, I can see. We got a cemetery. Ouch. We're not ending this right now. This is not how we going down. Y'all better run. All right. So, did the and I may have missed this. Did the monk want me to look for footprints? I think that's what I might have missed. I think the monk wanted me to look for footprints for the person. Ooh. Almost made it. Oh my gosh, what are these? Dogs. These dogs attacking us. Not expecting that little ambush. So the burn part of the town. How do we get back up there? Okay. For the sake of time, because I screwed up apparently and left that person, we're gonna do the Komatsu Forge mission right here. And we have to get this thing done by this week. That is our goal. So we will do this, and we just have to remember for next week that we need to go back and help that man with the cursed well. We're gonna leave our pin back there, just as a reminder. Wow, that golden bird just phased through the wall.
Fighting ahead.
Flanagan, I know you're doubting. I know you're doubting right now, but we are going to do it. records. The black sands. Black sand under my feet. Black sand underfoot, retaining the warmth of. Cool sand underfoot, remembering the warm sun. I miss your warm Damn it. A little poetry. That I intend to. Look, we're here. We're in Komatsu Forge right now. All we gotta do is take the next 14 minutes to find Yuna and Taka. Can we get on the roof? Ouch. Okay, bud, come on. Hey, who's the archer? Is that Yuna? I think that's Yuna. Here, I thought the archer was coming after me.
Is that you?
Jin! You made it.
What happened here? Where's Taka?
Hiding with what's left of Komatsu. Mongols came a few days ago. They took prisoners. Killed anyone who put up a fight.
Now they're coming back to finish the job. These were just scouts. The main force won't be far behind.
Then we have to go. Now.
We can hold this town.
Yes.
What?
We need Komatsu's forge and its people. If you need to, you can leave.
No. I'm tired of running.
Take me to the others.
Oh, snap. This is gonna be a good one.
How many survivors are left?
A few families. Mostly farmers and blacksmiths. Not worth much in a fight.
You killed all these men by yourself? Good work.
I've had some practice.
Can you get more arrows?
Used ones. Stuck in buildings and bodies.
They'll have to do.
Get over here!
Oh, wait. I'm coming.
Yeah.
All this stuff that's worth looting before we go. I guess for the sake of time,
I was
though.
out here leading villagers to safety. One of them got trapped over here by the Mongols.
Just gonna have to loot later.
She's alive. Is it safe? The Mongols are gone for now. We're going to the forge. You'll be safer with us.
Just loot later. Oh snap, where'd you go?
Is the forge working?
Yes, but we can't light it. The smoke will give us away. Show the Mongols where to find us.
We can use it to lure them in. Force a fight at a location we control.
They won't be expecting you here.
Lord
Okay.
Sakai! Yuna!
Taka,
I prayed the gods would protect you.
I appreciate it, but I came for your help.
Yuna said you needed something. A new tool.
To save Lord Shimura. He's held prisoner in Castle
Ooh, this
Kaneda.
might be the tool I
I need
need
to break him out.
to do the
Quietly.
shrine.
With no one seeing.
This town has a forge, and you're a blacksmith.
The best.
I might be able to make something. But there is no time. The Mongols.
I won't let them take Komatsu.
We're staying.
I need my assistant, Yukio. but we got separated.
Where is he?
I think he was looking for his wife. In town.
I'll find Yukio. Yuna, be ready to fight.
She always is.
Okay, we gotta find Yukio. Oh man, like everybody's hurt. Hang in there, folks. Whoop. No, go back up, go back up. Oh, wait, no, no, no. Look at that. Hid that clever little people. They hid that up here. Okay, we need to find Yukio. I mean, what's left of this town is not much. This place has been pretty ransacked and destroyed. Oh, I can't get out the doors, really? Oh, that was a cool little jump. Oh, she's in the building.
Hui! Arvo!
Okay. Is she upstairs, maybe? Yes.
I can't bear
Yukio?
it.
Yes?
Taka needs help with the forge. Follow me.
Wait, my wife and her sister are by the river.
Lead me to them, quickly.
This way.
Stay close and follow my orders.
How about we just take the Taka, or Yukio? Who is this lady that's with him? That's not his wife?
Yeah.
So much blood.
Don't look at it. Look at me.
Yes, my lord.
The Mongols found them!
Stay here!
Oh, great. Yeah, so much for that.
Thank you.
Yukio sent me.
He's alive.
Follow me. Taka needs your husband.
Matsu! My love.
Oh, we gotta get him back.
I thought I lost you.
Are you hurt?
Let's go,
Man
folks.
fought like an animal or a demon.
Only when I'm facing Mongols. We're going to the forge. Stay close.
Oh my gosh.
Here, you!
No, 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 no! I don't have patience. I don't have time to go stealthy. Great, another guy, really? No time to do this stealthy like. Oh, they're leaving. That's convenient. Okay, we made it. That almost went bad. Almost.
Yukio! Thank you, my lord.
The Mongols are here. Where's Yuna?
She went to get her family from the house across the river. Hasn't come
3
back.
minutes, folks. 3 minutes.
Don't light the forge until we come back.
Like, I have the confidence that we can do this. For house across the river.
Jin, over here.
We're ready to light the forge. Taka said you're looking for a family?
I was too late. The Mongols captured them just across the river.
They're not dead
Those
yet, though.
people took my brother in when he was an apprentice.
Then we won't leave him behind. Let's go.
Stealthy like, stealthy like.
Where is Samurai? Tell truth. Or I would your friends.
We don't know any samurai.
Where the rest of your people?
They've gone. Please, let us go.
Negium Harsinta.
I'm here.
Oh, we're not out of this yet, buddy. I thought that was Yuna. I thought that was Yuna.
I'll tell no one.
Who else? Shot the wrong person, buddy. Nice,
I know
Yuna.
you.
Nice shot. Alright, let's get these people and let's get out of here.
Please, help. You saved us.
This fight's not over. Can you make it to the forge?
Yes, I think so.
Everyone stay close to me.
Alright, we are definitely pushing our time limit here, folks, but
Where
never,
did he come from?
It's a long story.
never fear, we are going to do this.
He's not human. Maybe you're right.
He's not human. I feel like, I don't know, like, Jin's just gonna turn into like a demon monster at the end of this for all his evilness. Alright, let's go through the river. Skirt those forces. go up the flank? Maybe not. Here we go. This should get us there. Alright, we finally got everybody gathered. I think we can finally fight now.
Yuna! Thank the gods.
Light the forge, Taka.
What about the Mongols?
They won't risk destroying this place. That gives us a chance to kill them all.
If they don't kill us first.
Either way, this is where we make our stand.
Here we go, folks. Oh, come, really? So much for stealth. Ouch. Wow, that was bad. So much for making our stand. I was hoping we could do it a little stealthy. Alright. Thank you, whoever shot that bow and arrow.
Bastards got in the forge! Help me kill them!
Mongols are in the forge! We have
What?
to stop them!
Where? Ow. Oh my gosh, it's dogs. Oh no, who else is in trouble? Anybody else? Oh, come on. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We got a checkpoint, I think. What's happening? Oh.
Mongol archers! They surrounded the forge! We have to kill them!
They have helmets. Dang. Well, her arrows can kill him. They all have helmets. Break the guard, man. Come on. Who do we got left? Please not be out. Please not be out. Oh my god, really? Alright, Warlord. We're gonna do this. Oh my gosh. It's one guy. It's not even a duel. It's one guy. There we go. I hit him from behind, but it still counts. He's like crawling away on the ground. Oh no, we go to 12:30, Mr. Magana. So we're like 7 minutes over, but I think we did it. Oh, that was cool though. Shake.
I've never seen a samurai fight like that.
It was nothing.
You are more than a samurai. He is a vengeful spirit, back from the grave to slaughter the Mongols.
You better build what I want.
Where do we hide now?
You don't have to hide.
You don't. Fire up your forge. And get back to making strong Komatsu weapons. That's how we fight back. That's how we'll save Lord Shimura.
Epic.
Vengeful spirit?
I think they liked it.
Folks, we did it. We pushed it a few minutes past our stopping point, but we did make it. And Castle Kaneda. We can now set our sights on Castle Kaneda.
Samurai follow a path of honor.
It is one of the many differences between us.
Then why have my men found their brothers stabbed in the back?
Lord Sakai would never resort to such tactics.
War brings out who we truly are.
It has made you a dog, unleashed by your cousin Kublai to rape and pillage at his command.
Your nephew strays from the warrior's path. You will become what you hate. Unless you join my empire's fight for peace.
Join the dark side.
You don't want allies. You want soldiers to overthrow the Shogun.
Consider my offer. Help your nephew regain his honor before his cowardice goes too far. And before I bring you his head.
I can't free my uncle until Taka finishes what he's working on. I should see if Yuna has any news.
Journal updated the Iron Hook. I almost have everything I need to save my uncle from Castle Kaneda. Sensei Ishikawa, Lady Masako, and Ryuzo's Straw Hats are poised for the rescue mission. All I need is a tool to scale the castle walls, and Taka is hard at work on the task. I should check on Yuna in the town of Komatsu Forge. And do you see that reward, folks? Right there? The grapple hook. That sounds amazing, and that's probably the tool I need to get to that shrine. Got a new gift available. A rumored location for something. Oh, we got some Sashimono banners. And I can get a new saddle for Sora. So there's Sashimono banners. Like a challenge or something. Undiscovered location. We just cleared this out. And we have a mystery location over there. Look at this. Do you see this map, folks? 17 out of 24 areas liberated. There's some fog up here, which probably remains the last few. But we've done it. We have done it. We'll get our grappling hook, or whatever the last little bit is for this quest. Help clear out some of these little mysterious areas around Komatsu Forge. Get our longbow. And I think we'll be well on our way toward storming Castle Kaneda next week. New saddle available. Return to the monk. Super cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for riding a few minutes over with me today. I think it was definitely worth it, though. To really make that last stand, to make that story progress. It puts us in a fantastic place for next week. Remember, next week, we're going back to our long play formula. So we'll be streaming, of course, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, with highlights and long plays going into the archives. YouTube, Quarters Without Borders. And we'll have a long play set up for that next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. And, of course, last recap, challenges. Weekly challenges are starting on Monday, so check out the Twitter channel, Quarters Without Borders, or at Quarters Without. We racked up 7 quarters today. I'll double check that, of course, get a confirmed total for everybody on Monday. That should be about $1.75, bringing us up to $37 raised for charity. This is exciting. This game is really developing into something of its own. I feel like the story's just starting to get rolling. Thank you, Flanagan. Thank you. It's exciting. The highlights, clearly, the highlight reel is a lot, I think, more palatable type of content, especially for the YouTube folks. Excuse me. But I've kept us over long enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for another episode of Quarters Without Borders. You know, we're just having some fun, trying to do a little bit of good, send it out into the world, 25 cents at a time. So thank you so much for all the support, everyone tuning in and watching and commenting and building a community. We couldn't be doing this without you. I will catch everybody on Monday, right back here, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a fantastic weekend. Yeah, I'll see you on the flip side. Right? Stay safe, have fun, and as always, happy gaming.